Dear learners, this is K. Ishwar Rao, Assistant Professor, Jamshedpur Cooperative College. This topic is Introduction to Statistics. What is statistics? Statistics is a branch of mathematics dealing with data collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation. In addition to being the name of a field of study, the word statistics also refers to numbers that are used to describe data or relationships. The points to be noted here are data collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation. Why do we need to study statistics in the field of computers? Statistics is used for data mining, speech recognition, vision and image analysis, data compression, artificial intelligence, and network and traffic modelings. A statistical background is essential for understanding algorithms and statistical properties that form the backbone of computer science. The purpose of statistics is to allow sets of data to be compared so that analysts can look for meaningful trends and changes. Analysts review the data so that they can reach conclusions regarding its meaning. Without statistics, the numerical information collected is useless. Here are some examples. Analyzing the behavior of the customer and their food ordering trends, and then trying to upsell by recommending them the dishes which they might like to order or eat. This can be done through the a priori or FP, the frequent pattern growth algorithms. Self-driving cars, they use reinforcement and supervised learning algorithms for learning the route and the gradient texture of the road. Some basic definitions and concepts. A population is any specific collection of objects of interest. A sample is any subset or subcollection of the population, including the case that the sample consists of the whole population, in which case it is termed as census. A parameter is a number that summarizes some aspect of the population as a whole. A statistic is a number computed from the sample data. Descriptive analysis. Descriptive statistics is a branch of statistics that involves organizing, displaying, and describing data. Inferential statistics is the branch of statistics that involves drawing conclusions about a population based on information contained in a sample taken from that population. Here that we have noted some keywords in the definition of statistics, where analyzing and interpretation of data comes under the scope of inferential statistics, whereas the prior three, organizing, displaying, and describing of statistics definitions part, comes under the scope of descriptive statistics. The parameter in statistic. When we analyze the entire population and we get a number to represent this entire population in one way or other, we call it parameter. Whereas when it is not possible to analyze the entire population, we select a sample. We draw a sample from the population and we do statistical analysis of that particular sample to find a number that will exactly represent the entire population. Those number that we get after analysis of this entire sample is known as statistic. Statistic are the representative of parameter. The grand picture of statistics. Here is, you can see a square box that contains number of round circles and some black dot circles are actually chosen for our survey purpose. These selected black dots are constituting the sample out of this entire population. The data will be extracted from these sample, and for statistical analysis we conduct this kind of statistical analysis methods. Once we have done with statistical analysis, we will be able to interpret this information on behalf of this entire population about this sample. It means this sample is nothing but the representative of this entire population. Once we are finding the mean of statistic, it is represented as x bar, whereas if we are finding the mean of entire population, it is represented as mu. So in one way or other, this mu and x bar are similar to each other. X bar is called when statistics are used on sample, whereas mu it is called mu when it is calculated from total population. Important to know, when working with statistics, it is important to recognize the different types of data: numerical, categorical and ordinal. Data are actual pieces of information that you collect through your study. For example, if you ask 5 of your friends how many pets they own, they might give you following information: 0, 2, 1, 4, 18. Not all data are numbers. Let's say you also record the gender of each of your friends, getting the following data: male, male, female, male, female. Types of data continued. Numerical data. These data have meaning as a measurement, such as person's height, weight, IQ, or they are a count, such as the number of stock shares a person owns or number of pages, etc. Statisticians also call numerical data as quantitative data. Why it is quantitative data? Because we can count it, we can measure it. That's why we can quantify it. How much? The essence of how much is there in quantitative data. Categorical data represent characteristics such as a person's gender, marital status, or the types of movies they like. Categorical data can take on numerical values such as 1 indicating male and 2 indicating female. But those numbers do not have mathematical meaning actually. You cannot perform mathematical operations on that. Categorical data also known as qualitative data because it has qualitative essence. We cannot calculate it, we cannot count it, but we have what exactly it is, like the gender, male, female. The points to be noted here: when two male person indicating 1 and 1, we have already mentioned that we cannot perform a mathematical operation. Let's see what will happen if you perform a mathematical operation on that. The person 1 male and 1 male, if we are adding the mathematical operations doing, we get 2. It means it is indicating female. Does it means that 2 males are added to get 1 female? It is not possible actually. So it is qualitative in nature, and these number, the 1 and the 2, are actually the indicating, the representative of the gender, male and female respectively. Ordinal data. Ordinal data mixes numerical and categorical data. The data fall into categories, but the numbers placed on the categories have meaning. For example, rating a restaurant on a scale from 0 to 4, where 0 mean lowest and 4 means highest. Ordinal data are often treated as categorical, where the groups are ordered when graphs and charts are made. You can see Rating a restaurant service is actually categorical data. Means you can rate a restaurant service like good, bad, poor, very good, excellent, something this kind of things that we cannot measure, but we can rate it, right? These are in categorical data nature. Whereas when we are trying to measure it ordinarily, we are trying to range or rate between 0 to 4. It means if somebody is rating the services is 0, it means lowest, and 2, it means it is between average, right? So these 0 and 4 have meanings. However, unlike categorical data, the numbers do not have mathematical meaning. For example, survey on 100 people to rate a restaurant on scale from 0 to 4. Taking the average of the 100 responses will have meaning. This would not be the case with categorical data. Statistical data. The arrangement of statistical data on the basis of construction. Individual series. Individual series refers to that series in which items are listed singly. That is, each item is given a separate value of the measurement. For example, here in this table we can see it is the marks of out of 50, and these are the marks obtained by 9 different students. 42 is obtained by one student out of 50, whereas 30 is obtained by some another student out of 50 only. Discrete series. A discrete series is that series where individual values differ from each other by definite amount. For example, here are some marks out of 50, 12, 25, 35, 45, 49, and number of students are 3, 5, 2, 2 and 1. So the total number of students in this category is 13, right? And the marks obtained are discrete, and only these 5 marks are obtained by these 13 students. How? There is only one student who have scored 49 out of 50, and out of these entire 13 students, 5 students are there who have scored 25 correctly. Continuous series. A continuous series is that series which represents continuous variables showing a range of values of different items of the series. Example, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and so on up to 50 to 60. Here are the number of students: 1, 4, 5, 6, 4 and 2. So the total number of students in this part is 22, and the maximum number of students in this 30 to 40 category. It means the students who have scored between 30 to 40 is 6 students. Can you imagine those 6 students have scored how much between 30 to 40 by seeing this particular arrangement? No, it is not possible actually, because these 6 students might have scored 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 or 30, 30, 30, 31, 31, 31 or 32, 34, 32, 34, 32, 34, or some other combinations might be there, like these 6 students have scored 32.5, 42.5, 39.5, 36.5, 36.9. So it is not possible actually by seeing at this particular data arrangement, like how many have scored 32.5. that ranges between 30 to 40. Thank you for this session.